Hey guys, what's up today? I'm back again to actually tell you about science and what we all stand to gain in the future of science and why going into science and technology is very, very important, especially for Africa. We are seeing nations like United States, China, Russia, Ukraine, Europe as a whole. These countries are into science and technology, and the level where we are today is really not something we can be proud of in science and technology. Recently, you heard what happened. You know what's going on, buzzing everywhere on the internet. Is China going to the moon? This time around, it's not like China went to the moon as usual to go pick a rock. No, China went for helium 3 atom. Helium 3 atom. Hmm. There's a whole lot of you can benefit from helium 3, ranging from power generation, creating superconductors. Yeah, I didn't tell you that in my other video. Helium, it's enables cooling. It's really very good when you want to cool the system. So you keep at a very low temperature, like temperatures of minus 273 degrees Celsius. What is so unique about minus 273 degrees Celsius? At this temperature, molecular motion ceases to occur, because the reason why when you pass current through a cable or a metallic or a conductor, the reason why when you pass current through it and you take the power source out and the current is still is no longer there is because there is a resistance in that metallic object, in that conductor. So resistance actually opposes the flow of what? Electricity. The flow of electricity. And this same resistance is what actually causes heating effects in conductors. So you begin to watch when there is no molecular motion, there's no molecular movement due to extreme low temperatures. You generate what is called superconductors. These superconductors, when you pass current through them, you find out the current is going to keep moving because there's nothing that's going to resist the flow of electricity. So it's also very useful. Helium actually can achieve that temperature, and under strong high magnetic fields, these conductors are actually placed under high magnetic field with helium for cooling. You'll be able to generate the superconductor, and the superconductor today is what most of the advanced trains in the advanced countries, that is what they use today. And that is where you hear that, oh, the train is floating, its rails are not, its wheels are not touching the rail, they're floating, because they are using superconductors and another magnetic substance, another magnetic part above the superconductor. So if you are a physics student, or you are an engineering student, you will be able to understand the principle behind the superconductor. And if you know about Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction and Lenz's law, you should be able to appreciate this. So go read about it. Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Read about Lenz's law. You will appreciate how superconductors are able to create floating situations, floating events, making objects float. So go read it. So let me go back to my point. My point is that helium is very important. You can also use helium to generate electricity. So how do you use helium to generate electricity? Helium 3 atom, when combined with the same helium 3 atoms, generates a whole lot of heat, enormous amount of heat. Like I said before, it's like when you have a magnet, you bring in two magnets together. One is a north pole, one is a north pole, and you bring the two end north poles together. It's going to be very difficult for you to bring them together. And that same thing we have when you bring three molecules of helium together with another three molecules of helium together, you're going to be having this resistance. So at the end of everything, you're going to have a whole enormous amount of heat that's going to be generated, and this heat is actually going to be used to boil water, and definitely the water is going to get into the vapor state. There's going to be latent heat of vaporization. Hope you know about that. Now when this water gets into that vapor state, we can use the vapor that's generated to turn a turbine, and when we turn the turbine, we generate electricity. Hope you've heard about electric motors and how you generate electricity, how you make a coil to move inside another stationary coil, and you end up generating electricity. So you see, it's very important, and China knows about this. Everyone knows about it. We did science in school. We did science, and we did helium fusion. Yeah, everybody did helium fusion. It's all about we practicalizing it. You see, it's all about we